Okay, so here is the start to a new off-grid property that me and my wife are getting started on. Picked it up fairly cheap. It's only a couple of acres and it's much closer to town than my place. Only takes about 15 minutes to get to my place of employment. Like I said, picked it up fairly cheaply because there's a bit of junk lying around, old construction tyres, a lot of this stuff I'll be able to reuse. And in particular is this shed that somebody, well, they started building. They got it mostly framed up on the outside. All this, well, most of this stuff, most of this wood was just stored inside, including that over there, this stuff, you know, this wheelbarrow was here. So this is a pretty good example of somebody else's project that they didn't quite finish. And then I guess they moved out of town, got broke into one time, and apparently, like inside here, it's a bit dark. And I've already started cleaning up and, you know, getting stuff out of here so I could start doing some work. But inside here, you've got all this sheeting, both roofing, flooring, and siding. Looks like they might have built this out of a deconstruction somewhere. But anyway, so I've got plenty of wood there to start playing with. Old toilet, which isn't hooked up, of course. A couple of couches. Looks like that's the emergency toilet. I'm guessing you'll just put a bucket, 5-gallon bucket under that. Put a plastic bag and some clippings and, not clippings, but shavings and stuff like that. And you got yourself an emergency toilet. Old shower's just been stored in here. Once again, not hooked up. The old staircase, and actually that's what I'm doing right now. I'm pulling down this old staircase because it wasn't built right in the first instance. The steps are too far apart, so I have to pull this one down, then rebuild it from the other direction, so I've got more length, so I don't have to step up so high with each step. And then I'm just gonna put this up there. So up in the top here, we got a couple of single beds, partially completed roof. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. And yeah, see that they've started putting the drywall up on the roof. The roof itself on the outside needs re-roofing. There's one section in particular that looks like the wood's been damaged underneath, so I may have to replace that sheet of wood. But all in all, for the price we got this for, and you know, with this already built to this stage, it saved me a lot of work, and you know, be able to very quickly get a little chicken coop in the country built here. What was the other project I'm going to get to fairly quickly? Oh, that's the, I want to be able to raise this. I'm going to take you around the back end of it. So when they built this, they did not do a very good job of the foundations. So I'm going to jack this up and redo those foundations. Probably with concrete piers and maybe use some railroad ties, but either way, it's going to come up and it's going to get set on a proper set of foundation blocks. Yeah, so that's the new property, and we're calling it Wimbledon Common.